with you. Okay, so in order to get there, you need to have two types of loans. You gotta have a revolving, which is lines of credit, credit cards, personal. Well, I already said lines of credits. Store credit cards. Those are considered revolving accounts. You'll always have them reporting on your credit until you decide to close them, and then you have installment loans, which are personal loans, mortgages, autos, RV, jet skis, and all that. The reason why I know this is because I'm a loan underwriter. I've been approving declining loans for over 10 years, so I have an understanding of how to build your credit score and what it takes to actually improve them. And then looking at this picture above, by having one revolving and one installment loan, and following these parameters, and not having any missed payments, because as you can see, 35% is the most important, and then just following this, your credit history, because it takes a long time in order for you to get a 800 credit score. You can't just get it in 30 days. It's just not possible. So the title is misleading. This guy didn't really give a lot of information, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and follow me for some more more credit tips and advice, and follow me on YouTube. You're not gonna be able to get a loan with a 400 to 500 credit score. No banks are doing that at all. And then to be able to do that, you have to also be able to show loan experience. So you've had other loans close to that amount, where they're just not going to give you that without any experience with any loans close to that. You have to have a low debt to income. I would say around like 40% shows that you're financial responsible. And then also you have to have loan repayment history. Essentially, like if you had collections and a lot of missed payments, then you have to at least show minimum 2 years that you're reestablishing, making all your loans on time, while also your collections also being all cleared, that you don't owe them. That stuff is just very important. How do I know this? Because I approve loans for a living, and I worked for 10 years approving personal loans, so I understand what it takes. Follow me for some more tips and advice. If you try and build your credit, scratch that. Don't listen to that. If you're trying to build your credit, I would honestly just do a secured credit card with them. A lot easier. It's something that'll never stop, because when it comes to your credit, having always a loan reporting is how you're going to go ahead and increase your credit score. So by having that, and then having on-time payment history, you'll start seeing your credit score increase. No shade, just wanted to sprinkle a little bit more education, just because it wasn't really much said of who this is for. Is this for someone that's barely starting on for credit? But follow me for more credit tips and advice. Hi, it's your favorite loan underwriter and credit guru. Why your credit card debts is affecting you from being at a 800 credit score? It's because your credit utilization is over the allowed limit. So essentially, what is a credit utilization? That is all of your total balances divided by your max limit, equaling your credit utilization ratio, and that's how you calculate it to figure it out. So as you can see in the balance column on the first one, 846 divided by the max limit of all the credit cards, 4950 equals 17%. That's how you figure out where your credit utilization is at and where you need to be. You cannot exceed more than 30%, which is the reason why a lot of you are not at a 800 credit score. So if you bring that down, you're able to go ahead and get you there. And then again, if you just have one credit card, then the first one, the card one, your balance divided by your max limit of just that one credit card. In this example, as you can see, 150 divided by 750 equals 20%. But if you have multiple cards, like I say, you just add up all the balance divided by the max limit, and that will equal your credit utilization. If you have any questions, put comments, like, and follow and share. You might never know who might need this. Let me show you how to get approved for a health hat. Okay, all right, so check it out. So in order to get approved with a credit score of 455, that's crazy. Anyway, you have to have, if you're in that situation, you need to be able to have a repayment history. So that means if you were past due on your loans like a year or maybe 9 months ago, and now for like maybe the last 6 months, you've been paying on time, that will help you. Or maybe let's say if you had collections and then you cleared up paying the collections, that will also help you because you have to have reestablished credit. That's what happened most likely to this guy. He was in a bad situation, but then he turned into a better situation. The next thing is down payment. So essentially, if you are wanting to get a car like $50,000, you need to put down 20 to 30%. What does that do? That pretty much reduces the risk, which is very important when it comes to approving someone for a loan, because they want to be able to assure that you're going to pay them back. And then if they see that you put more money down, they're like, okay, this person is not going to let this car go into repo. That's another thing. Another thing is your debt to income. How to calculate your debt to income is pretty much all your monthly expenses that are reporting on your credit divided by your income. This doesn't include your utilities, internet, none of that garbage. So you divide them. So an example would be if you make $5,000 and your monthly debt is $2,500. Essentially, 2,500 divided by 5,000 will give you 50%, which a lot of lenders do not want to exceed 50% when it comes to giving you a car loan. Sometimes even 40, but 50% I've seen that has been golden. So especially if you make a lot of money, this will help you. If you're not making too much money, then it might still help you. But yeah, so if you want to get into a helicat, definitely follow those tips to increase your chances of being approved. And if you didn't understand, go ahead and follow me below, ask your questions, and follow me for more tips. Let's go.